So do any of you guys have a guess what this truck does? Any idea? Let's just take a random, no answer's wrong. What do you think this one does in comparison to that truck? That's just a test. Okay. So yeah, that's what we'll hear if a real call comes in, and then a voice comes over, and that's our dispatch. and they say what we're going to and where the accident. So if they say an accident on Highway 1, they'll say engine 35 responding to an accident, Highway 1 eastbound or westbound, kind of, and then from there we'll head off to the accident, so whatever call it may be. But yeah, this truck here is a little different from that truck. This is a tender, so this is a big water carrier, like an oil field kind of truck that you've seen or whatever. This carries 5,400 liters of water, which is about 3 times the amount of water this truck will carry. And the main purpose of these ones is for grass fires or anything out where the hydrant supply is not very common. So new areas, those sorts. Well, it's not really as cool as that truck. It doesn't have as many cool toys and stuff on it. But we'll run through it. So you guys want to kind of move this way a little bit? So like most of our fire trucks, we all carry on here a regular hose. Who wants to take it? See how heavy it is. Is that heavy? Do you imagine holding that with a lot of water running through it? So if anybody else wants to hold it, but so each of our trucks we carry one of the, usually a couple of these for forest fires or grass fires. Is that heavy? Very good. Who else wants to try it? It's too cold to see it spray right now. If it was a nice summer day, we would. You are very strong. So yeah, with this truck, this is the tender. The main purpose of this is that we can get water out of any sort of pool, or a pond or a river. We have the ability to suck the water up, just like a vacuum does, right? So this truck, we can suck water like a vacuum, like in your house. You know, it cleans up the floors, and your mom and dad make you do it when you're in trouble for chores. That's what this truck can do, except it does that with water. So we just suck water out the pond and it goes into the truck, and then we'll drive to wherever the fire is, and we'll transfer the water from our truck to their truck to continue with their firefighting operations. That truck, this white one, that one is just our chief. That's the boss's van. So he drives that whenever we have to go to a bigger call. So anybody, do you guys want to grab a picture, I guess? Well, you can sit here in front of the panel and hold the hose if you want.
Let's see, look, you just stand there.
So we can go one at a time, or a couple at a time, or?
Stand with everybody.
Yeah, you can sit.
I'm holding the bunny now.
Go. Careful, leave your hand up there.
Mommy wants a picture. Okay. Great.
Let's give you guys a hose.
Let's give everybody else a turn.
Who wants to hold the hose for the picture? Yeah. All right, so we'll go one at a time there. Yeah.
Attention personnel, there is a visitor at the door.
Yeah, what?
Attention personnel, there is a visitor at the door.
That's just somebody at the front door. That's probably some more people from your group. Yeah, big smile. All right. Do you want to get one too? All right. Yeah. Yeah.
Here, let's just give other people a turn.
Well, do you want to sit on here, buddy, and take a picture? No? You sure?
He fell asleep in the car.
Oh, he's still waking up.
You want to go sit there? Hold the hose? You can go, I'll take your picture. The lineup was too long on the other fire truck, I guess. I don't know what it was.
That truck doesn't do anything.
It's
just, it's for stampede pretty much. All that truck.
Attention personnel, there is a visitor at the door.
Do you want to hold the hose? Yeah? Careful.
It's a big hose, huh?
So this line here that we have is 60 meters. So that's what our standard length of hose that you'll grab to go into a house or anything like this, 60 meters. Not quite longer than anything, but it's longer than the garden hose you have at home. And this hose right here can do about 420 liters a minute of water, so we can get pumping out of it at a time. So if you if you think about this, holds 5,400 liters, and then 420. Math's not very good, but you get about 10 or 12 minutes if you wanted to strictly fill out of this. It's less time if we just had that. That's why we tried to grab a hot water source for us. It's very important. Or why this truck's going on a fires in Bear's Paw or out in Rocky Ridge or something like that. So wow, more for him, more guys. All right. Well, we were just getting pictures in front of the panel. If any of the other guys wanted to do that, and then we can keep moving on. Or... Hey guys, can we get you guys to hop down so other people can take some photos sitting here? Is that all right?
Gavin, do you want to give your friends a chance to take
Yeah. Well, hop down, buddy. There you go. Any of you guys want to take a picture there? Hop on there. So I'll just...
They will take you.
Fire truck!
Gavin wants to get a cup. If you want to stand there, here.
We have a big pool. It's at the top. We won't get it down. It's heavy. But it holds all the water from here that we can draw the hole. From the chute, we just open the lever. All the water comes from the pool. And then the trucks can drop down and down. So our general practice these days where the fire is going to
And then the pools are in the so do we stay?
On the street, stay with your mom.
We can continue moving around if you guys want. There's not a lot of pools on this part. How much water? 5,400 liters. I mean, all it is just a big pool with flotation fluid. So you guys are there are other ones that you can't do that. There's like a tank that holds in it anywhere hydrants. We can draft out of a pond or a river as well. So I can show you guys the whole thing of that. So and also on all trucks now we're carrying fans as well. So this fan is a big one like you have in your house, and that helps us move the smoke in and out of the areas that we want it to. So if you're in your house and then you're upstairs and it's really smoky and we can't see you, we'll set one of these up to get it circulating the air through, to get fresh air to come into your house so that we can see you guys if you're trapped in your house. And then here's just another generator for lighting and everything. But keep moving around the side and the back here. So this here is a special type of hose. You can't squeeze it. It's literally impossible. You can almost drive over top of it without squeezing it, and this is what we have to use to suck the water out of a river or a pond into this truck. So the reason it can't collapse is because just like your vacuum, it needs to have a clean suction. There can't be any air being drawn in, because if there's air, then that's what will draw in instead of the water. So we need to have it a firm, solid stream. And then even when we connect, everything is pounded tight with deadbolt hammers and everything to eliminate as much air, because we need just that vacuum effect to suck the water out of everything. So that's a special type of hose. Yeah, it's fun. And then we also carry a portable pump on this one. So just like this big truck, this portable pump, this pump here can draw water out of a pond or out of your swimming pool in your house as well. And it just does it on a smaller scale, where this will do 2,200 liters a minute roughly if you get a good draft. This will probably only do 500 or 600, so it just kind of supplements what we would need to do or to kind of maintain function while we're out getting a bigger supply of water.
What is that up there?
That's just the water drain that goes to the sewers. This here, you want to open it up, but this is foam. Do any of you guys know what foam is? Or soap or anything? So this is a special type of foam. So have you guys ever seen gasoline light on fire? Or diesel or anything? Some of your dad probably uses this on the fire while camping. This is a special type of foam that will put out any sort of gas, hydrocarbon fire. Because that's just a bag that we carry all sorts of tools to set up a fire hydrant. But so this will it'll cut off all the oxygen supply and kind of holds all the gas instead of like when you spray water on a gas fire, it sprays everywhere, right? Like that's what a big mistake people do in their home is when their oil light's on fire, they pour water on it, and then the water just spreads everything. Where this foam is like kind of like your baking soda or baking powder that you put on top of it. It just cuts off all the oxygen to it. So we use it a lot for car fires or airplanes is kind of the big time that we would use it. If an airplane ever went down in Calgary, this truck would go and just supply water and foam to keep to spray on the planes. But then this bag, just like when points it out, it's all hydrant. So how many of you guys have a fire hydrant by your house? Either one. It's a creek thing that sticks out of the ground. So this bag lets us get that water out of it, so that the normal people just can't walk up and turn their knobs and get water out of it. But this bag carries all the tools that we need to. The main tool is this here. So this is a big key. And all we do is we put it on top of the hydrant and then we turn it. And it turns a big spindle down at the bottom that opens it up to let the water come out. And in most areas in Calgary, we're getting about 6,800 liters per minute of water from a hydrant. So that more than something that can outpump any of our fire trucks. So there's a lot of water that we can get. So.
Gavin's gone.
It's actually big enough for all of us to go swimming, but we can't fit it.
Mary's.
Maybe Josh will tell you about it.
That's not a hit for this truck on anything cool. The rest of the stuff is pretty boring or not really just other tools that we have. Any questions that you guys have about this truck or what we do or anything? Oh, that's just for say we have a gas fire. That this truck is capable of what we call pump and roll, so we can be driving while at the same time flowing water. And so what will happen is I'll be driving say on a gas fire in a field, and my lieutenant will charge that nozzle, and he'll just be purely he'll be sitting up top here, and we'll spray water out on top of it, or on top of the grass fire or the forest fire. It just gives us that. It's a quick connected line. So.
These are broken ones.
On the back, no, that's just a pump. We have inlets and outlets.
Do you guys have any questions?
So all of these, we have a couple outlets here. Like this is the outlet to fill the line and everything, and then we can draw water through this or through these ones here. And that's the same on the other fire truck as well, the actual pump. Is that bring water in and out.
What's over there?
I want to hear the doors open. Oh, why are the doors open? So we can get in the truck a lot faster. So we don't have to open the door and just climb in. And because my lieutenant's lazy and didn't shut it. Just kidding. I didn't say that. But I'll see if those other guys are ready. Do any of you guys have any other questions? Oh, that's a good question. So these laptops, if you kind of all gather around, I'll show you what it is. So it's just a touchscreen laptop that'll tell us, like, this is a map of Calgary, and so we can see, say if there's and it shows all of our routes. If there's an accident on Highway 1 on Trans-Canada, it'll say accident at this location, and then it just allows us to drive in and see exactly where we're going, or if your house is on fire, especially in Tuscany. I'm not gonna lie, your area's a maze to get around in, and it just shows us where it is in the best possible route, where all the fire hydrants are on the way, and it allows us to see when other rigs are on their way and how far out they are.
So which trucks get sent out, whichever one
Oh, yeah. So for any call, like, yes. So for any, if you call 911 and say, hey, we have a medical issue, like some part of breathing, or you just need any sort of assistance, that the truck over there will go. That's what's in every fire hall throughout the city. There's a minimum of one of those. But then if there's also ladder trucks, and we have rescues. Those are just drainage holes for water. And then we have rescues as well that carry all of our vehicle extrication for car accidents and things like that. Those are strategically placed around the city, but every hall has one of those pumps, and some have two. But if, say, you call and your house is on fire, what will automatically be sent the moment you say we smell smoke or there's fire in our house is two of those, a ladder truck and a rescue, and then at any time we can call for any other additional rigs. So, depending also where you are, if Bears called and say we are building fire, this truck would go right away because there are no hydrants out there. That we would be your hydrant. But then, like this morning, actually, over down in Ogden, they had I don't know what kind of building it was, but it went on fire. And from the moment the first arriving engine got there, they realized this is way out of our control. So they call a second alarm, and all that doubles the complement that's coming at first. So instead of 2 engines, an aerial and rescue, we're now going to get 2 more engines, another aerial and another rescue, plus another what we call a safety engine. So all that truck is there for is our safety. So if one of us goes down inside of it, that team is specifically there to just go in and get a downed firefighter. So generally when you full fire, you're going to get 4 trucks coming no matter what, and they're all going to be coming lights and sirens. So, yeah. I am, yes.
Okay.
So if we can head over to the other side, and Wade will show you guys the actual pumper show. They would say us to help you.
The last group we have I'm going to be loud and asking questions and stuff. This group's bigger. Okay. Let's start on the left side of the truck. So this is engine 35. So this is basically your normal fire engine. Engine 35. That's right. What station are you at? 35. Okay. Those are the driver's boots, so we're going to leave those alone. Unplug the truck, and if you guys want to sit there and get your picture taken, we can do that. So who wants to sit in the truck? You! Put your hand up first. Come on up.
You want to go in the truck too?
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
You can stand beside there.
You see it, right? He's in there. All right. Put your hands on the
Tell
wheel.
us all about it.
Smile at Mom. There you go. Need a good cheese smile. Are you next? Okay. Okay. We're gonna turn the lights on. There go your legs. You're driving a fire truck. Easy, right? Not that hard. All right, let's get someone else. We got a whole bunch of people in this group. Why is Josh's group so big? Okay, you're next, bud. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. That's all there is to it. Darren, that's it.
That's it.
That's all you have to do, and then the truck just goes.
You just sit there.
Pretty neat, eh? I don't think he believes me. Okay. Who's next?
Reese, go ahead.
Are you next? All right, let's go. Ready? Big jump. You got your lights on. You're responding. Truck's going. Fun, hey?
Reese, say cheese.
Wait, where is Mark?
Stick your head out.
Looks so small with the truck. Look at these guys. You guys are crazy. All right.
You say thank you?
You're welcome. Who's next? Yeah, you want to go up. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah.
Come here, Reese. Reese, come here.
Look at his hair. Okay. Hair like me. All right, who's next? This dude. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. How's that feel? So your feet don't quite reach the pedals, but almost. Funny guy.
Dominic, look at mom.
Funny kid. All right. I like Dominic. Dominic's funny. Are you going up?
Say thank you, Dominic.
Ready? Big jump on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Is this a
Pretty fun, hey? Pretty big truck. Okay. You want to go up? Okay.
Oh, okay.
You do a big jump on 3. Okay? 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Is that everyone that wanted to go up? Don't want to go up? Are you sure?
No.
Okay, okay, we won't make it. You don't have to. We'll show you what's, well, you know what, let's put the lights on. We'll show you what's in the back of the truck, okay?
Here, I'll go to the end of it.
Sure, good. So 2 guys sit in the front of the truck, but 3 guys can sit in the back. So we'll pile you in here. Okay? Jump in there. Saddle up, partner.
Wait your turn, man.
Okay, who's next?
There's lots of room.
Here, we'll expedite the process. Watch where you're going. Where you going up? Okay. So, I guess we'll max it out at 4 for now. Okay, fine.
Oh no.
Let's pile them all in.
Yeah? Oh, yeah. Okay, everyone's going. 6 little kids in the fire truck. 7 kids in the fire truck. 8 kids in the fire truck. Make room. Everyone's gonna sit. Okay, thank you.
Everybody's inside.
So everyone's piled in there.
Yeah. Somebody's too.
So, everyone, can you see all these levers on the back of the truck here? What do you think those are for?
Yeah, look for an emergency.
They are for emergencies. Very good.
Road northwest.
There's an emergency.
So what we use these handles for is to shoot water out different hoses. And that's actually Darren's job. So he's really good at it. Yeah. So. So how much water do you think we have in this truck? A lot?
23 garage at 4949 Barlow Trail.
100
We have
waters?
service station here with the car wash in it. We're going to be on the Bravo side, actually the Charlie side of this building.
It's crazy. There's too much water. So, the hose is next. But yeah, that's basically it. And what do you guys? I guess we'll show that after.
We're gonna do this. So what's this, guys?
Helmet.
It's a fire hat or fire helmet. So do you know why this one's yellow?
No.
No? That's right. So it's nice and bright so you can see it. What other colors do we have? Do you guys know?
Red.
That's right. So we got this one, which is red. So why do we have a yellow one and why do we have a red one? Anybody know?
Because they're easy to see.
That's right, and you can see that this one's the captain. So the captain wears a red. So when you see a red helmet, that's the boss. You gotta be real careful. And then what about other colors? Any other colors?
Yellow.
Yeah, this was the yellow one. So all the firefighters wear this. The captains and the lieutenants wear red. And the chiefs, anyone know what color the chiefs wear? White.
There you go.
White.
They wear white ones.
know.
Yeah.
We want to see the white.
I will show you a white helmet.
You think you have one in this bag?
You should do, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's it for the back of the truck. So I guess we'll get you guys out here and I'll show you this funky camera and what it can do, okay?
What? Let's get out of here. How can we get out of here?
Wade will help you down.
I'll help you down. One at a time.
Watch out, dude. 1, 2, 3.
Dominic,
Ah!
ready. I like that they all jump before I pick them up. Ready, go.
What do you guys think this is? It's a camera, that's right. What do you think it sees though? It doesn't work like mom and dad's cameras. Those cameras see light. This camera sees is actually heat. So where can I show you this? Let's take a look. Do you mind holding the door open for me? Okay. So if we take a look at the side of the door, what do you see? You see those lines? See these lines? See my hand? So watch what happens when I put my hand in.
What?
So you can see my hand, but watch what happens when I take my hand away.
Oh
Right? So that's how this camera works. It gives you a picture, but it's not seeing light, it's seeing warm things. See what Dad looks like?
No.
That's pretty fun, hey?
no. Do that to me.
We gotta keep moving.
Do that to me.
There's lots of stuff to see on the truck. So we'll show you guys a hose next.
Oh,
Oh no! What comes out of hoses? Water. Everyone gets scared of this part, and I don't know why. Okay. So this is a nozzle, and this is what we use to actually shoot water at a fire. So there's two ways we can make water come out of this thing. So the first way, and water won't come out, don't worry, I'm not going to spray anybody. The first way to make water come out of it is with this twisty thing here. It makes that noise. And what that does is it makes a big wide spray pattern come out of the nozzle. And this little ring here, it actually spins to give the water a bit better shape when it comes out. The second way to make water come out of this nozzle is through this hole right in the middle. And to do that, we use this handle, we call it a bail. And we just pull back on it. And that makes water come out. And that's it. That's how you use a hose. Yep, it's like a garden hose. So this is our little guy. This is called a 44 millimeter hose. But we actually have a bigger one right here. And that's 65 millimeters. And we need two people to hold that hose because there's so much pressure. We can't make water come out unless there's a fire.
Gavin.
Okay. Put this away.
On the fire. You want to leave the fire truck?
So, I told you guys how much water we have on the truck, right? About 2,400 liters of water, which is a whole lot of water. But we don't just carry water on the truck, we also carry lots of tools. So pretty much the whole back of this truck is a big toolbox. I'll show you guys what's in here. So there's tools all over the truck. Very well organized though. And pretty cool lights, eh? That just helps us see what we're doing in the dark.
They're blue.
They're blue. Well, yeah, they're kind of blue. Yeah, you're right. They're blue.
Yeah, they're blue. I like blue.
All right. So that's pretty much.
Right here.
That's pretty much the size of the truck.
Firefighter.
What's that?
I wish I was a firefighter.
There you go. So let's go over to the fun locker on the other side.
Oh, man.
So everyone likes this locker the best. Do you know why? It's because we have our big tool in here. Does anybody know what this is?
No.
Know what we use that for? She said it. Most people call these the jaws of life. So what we use these for are cutting cars open. So if there's a big car accident and the car is broken, the doors won't open anymore. So we have to pop the doors open using this. So we can pretty much cut a car into pieces with this thing. So all this is a giant pair of scissors. So we can cut stuff. We can cut stuff right here.
Careful, careful.
Gavin.
There's still little bits of car in this one. So it's a big pair of scissors. So we can cut cars, but we can also push them apart. Pretty neat, eh? And if we're working in the dark, we have these little lights on the front. So we can better see what we're spreading and what we're cutting against. Okay?
Is it hydraulic?
Yep, definitely. Yeah. So to make this thing run, you need the tool, you need this hose, and you need this motor. So that's how we make her go. Yeah, and it's all hydraulic. Not much else to say about it. Anything else?
We have ones that are even bigger.
We do, yeah. So at this haul, we don't have a rescue truck, but the rescue truck has even bigger ones. And they'll have a dedicated cutter and a dedicated spreader. And they do what this does even better. Okay?
What does the
So,
rescue truck do?
the rescue shows up to big accidents, big car accidents. And they pretty much have the same stuff we have, but they have way more of it.
What's that?
What's what?
Again.
I don't know. Okay, so I guess that's about it for the truck. So
the ladder rack or something?
yeah, sure. And will it work? I just have the one.
Should do. Check it.
Yeah, move that exhaust.
So what are those up there, guys? How do we reach those?
I can't reach
Anybody got any ideas? So you might climb.
Okay.
Gavin, out of the way.
This is how we get our ladders off the truck.
Use that on our truck.
It's easy. You don't even have to. Yeah.
Get up there
You don't have to climb, not do anything. You just push a button. There's 3 ladders on this one. So they won't come on. But you can come check them out if you want. Want to look at them? Oh yeah. There's lights all over this thing. The lights are orange. It's easy to see. I can't understand kids because I don't have kids, but everyone else is always like, she said she wants a sandwich. I'm like, oh. I'm sorry. I guess I can show you guys this too. So this is what we call pike pull. Pretty much what we use this for is pulling down ceilings and making holes in walls and stuff so we can make sure the fire's out. You can touch it. Just a stick with a hook.
Some drywall.
Pretty neat, eh? Just picking it up. Everybody watch out for the pointy thing.
No, Gavin.
Is it heavy? Okay. All good, Josh?
Now we're good.
Okay. I'll get dressed.
So how many of you guys have ever seen what a firefighter looks like?
Ladders go up.
Go ahead.
Yeah, wearing boots there? That's so we can just jump into them when we go to work.
So have any of you guys ever seen anybody or a picture of a firefighter in full outfit? Yeah, one of you? So it's not gonna lie, it can look kind of scary, especially if you're a young child or anything like that, especially at nighttime if you're there in the fire. But the thing to know is that we're always there to help you, and even though they may look kind of like the boogeyman or what you anticipated, they're there to help. And so Wade's gonna dress up to give you guys an idea of what we look like in full uniform. So that heaven forbid anything does happen that we need to come to your house, you know that we're there to help and what we look like.
Buddy.
Yeah. Here we go.
Is that comfortable to wear?
If we got a fire, 9 out of 10 of us will drop into your little boxers and a t-shirt or shorts and a t-shirt, just because it is so hot and very restrictive.
Yeah.
But
Usually wearing this underneath.
it's hot.
Yeah. So what do you guys think I need to put on first?
Boots?
Okay. Let's start with boots. I'm wearing white socks. They're supposed to be navy. Okay. So I got my boots on. But now what do I do? Pull it on? Okay. So I got my suspenders on.
What next? He's ready to go with this, right? Is this next?
Am I ready to go to the fire yet?
No? Yeah.
Wrong. I have to put more stuff on.
What next? What goes on next? The jacket.
The jacket? Okay. I'm going to cheat a bit and put this on first because it's easier.
Do any of you guys have any idea what that is? A hat. Do you know what that hat does? That protects Wade's ears, really, and his hair. Because when we have all of our gear on, his legs are all covered, right, with protective material. When he has his coat on, his arms and his chest is all covered with protective material. But what covers his face and his head?
And my hair. My hair.
His beautiful hair. Nothing covers that. So
Nothing
that's what
covers
this
my
is. This
hair.
is as more or less as fire protective as our gear to keep. The heat will come through a lot sooner than in your uniform, but it protects from the burn.
Okay, so jacket you said?
So what's the name of
Okay, here goes the
That
jacket.
is,
So we're starting to look a little more like a fireman.
thank you. That was the word I was going to say.
The whole Canada.
Right there. Sorry, what's that?
You what?
It is, yeah. Me too. It's about 75 pounds that he's wearing with this. This is about
Okay.
27 pounds.
So what should I do next? Should I put that thing on?
Why not?
Put the helmet on? We can do that.
Okay, we'll try the helmet. We'll see if that's right. Now what next?
That? Okay, let's put this on. I'll do whatever you tell me to. Okay. And what's in this thing on my back?
So it's not oxygen. What else could it be? So it's just regular air.
Okay.
So actually, before Wade puts his helmet, the helmet actually and the gloves are the last thing he puts
The
on.
last
That
thing to go on.
is the mask right there. So that he puts on. So his face is protected. So his beautiful face is protected if he goes home at the end of the day.
Okay.
So, you
So am I ready to go? Okay, I'm gonna put this on first though.
Onto your face.
On his
Right.
face, yeah.
Because it's a breathing thing.
That's right. So is Wade starting to look a little scary if he came into your room at nighttime now? Yeah.
It's so no.
Kind of scary, don't I? You know, my voice sounds weird too. But it's still me, okay? So I'm not a scary monster. I'm here to help you.
So as you guys can see, if Wade doesn't put on his hood, everything, his ears are all exposed to the heat, his neck and his hair and everything, and that's not good. That makes Wade unsafe when he goes in.
Helmet.
That's right, helmet comes last. So
Helmet is the last clothes.
Yeah. So that's Wade. Ready to go. That's a visor. Just to help keep the water and debris and everything out of his way. Yeah. And then the gloves,
I'm
yeah.
gonna turn on my air now, okay?
Oh, I got it.
Or Josh is gonna turn it on for me. Good.
And one of those tanks can last, like I was saying, 45 minutes is what it's supposed to last. But that's sitting here, standing, talking to you guys just like this. Most guys can make it last 45 minutes. If you're working 20, 25.
So if you tried to
really in
talk
shape,
right
you can
now-
30 minutes.
You can hear me, isn't it? Until my speaker turns on. A lot easier with
Yeah,
this
we
thing.
have a
You
truck
can hear me,
carry
you
4
can hear
extras,
me.
but we have a couple of trucks that carry up to 30.
Talk to each other when we're at a fire. Just can't talk.
So it's
That's so I
so
can
that
see in the dark.
it allows these guys to throw themselves in twice if they needed to. So Wade looks kind of scary, but like we said, if he comes into your room at night and your house is on fire, that's a good thing. He's there to help you. So how many of you guys know what to do in case your room is on fire? Do any of you guys know where not to go? Where? That's right, don't go near the fire. How many of you guys sleep with your room door? Is your door open or closed when you sleep? Closed? Yours is open. So if something happens, you want to try to shut your door if you can, because that protects you from the fire and slows it down coming into your room. I'm not saying for obviously anybody, like if you sleep with your door closed, those are rated to give you, I think it's about 20 minutes, half an hour longer of direct fire to keep you a little bit more, a better chance of survival, and it keeps the heat out and flame obviously. But also, do you ever hide under your bed if there's a fire? No, that's good, because then it's harder to find you if you're under your bed. Do you ever go into a closet and hide in a closet? No, you want to, if you can, stay right on your bed, or if you can get to a window, open a window and stay right by the window, because then there's going to be some fresh air coming in. And make noise if you can by the window, and like if you have something like a chair, throw it through the window so that we can see that where you are, so that we can come and get you faster. Oh yeah, pass along.
Okay.
You can take your face, please.
Yeah.
So what about these on his helmet? Does anybody know what this is for? Do you guys remember? Yeah? Yeah, no, you're right.
You're on the right track.
Yeah. So do you guys remember the name of this truck? Does everybody remember? Engine 35. So that's what that means, E35. So every day if you go to a different station, you always leave these on the truck, and when you come on duty, you stick it on there. So when we go to the fire, everyone knows who's with what group. And we've also got them on here, and if you turn around, It's also in the back of our tank. So every direction that he faces, and then we've got his name on the back of his coat. So you can always, we all look the same when we have all this stuff on, right? It's hard to tell who's who. And then what about this on the front? You guys know what that would be? What are those numbers for? Any ideas? That's Wade's badge number.
I am firefighter number 1411.
So everyone's got a different number, so that's what goes on the front, and then your truck goes on the side.
Now,
Does anybody know what that sound means? Nobody's in the white truck. That sound is a very bad sound for everybody. That means that Wade is hurt somewhere and he's not moving, and that we have to go in and get him. Yeah, it's about 90 decibels, but you can hear it. Usually, kind of once you're if you're in a building with them, you can usually hear it even with them.
if I'm moving around, it won't turn on, but if I just lay on the floor, it'll if I stand still for long enough.
For 12 seconds, it'll go off, but then if he moves again, it'll stop. But if he's not moving at all for 24 seconds, it'll go into complete alarm where you have to turn it off manually. But at the same time, like you turn it on, there's that yellow button. If he gets trapped, or even if we get lost, that's one thing we're really trying to. So that right there is what we do.
And then shut that.
So that's one thing that we're training with a lot with now, and that's trying to is that we can call for help at any time. That's our dispatch.
I don't know. So if I start running out of air to breathe, you know what happens? I get lots of bells and whistles going off to tell me to get out of the building because I'm running out of air. So this is one of them. I don't know if it's going to be hard. So I'll just let some air out. Hear that whistle? That means I got low air. And that means it's time to go.
Now he's out of air.
No, I'm out of it. That's it.
All right. Any questions from anybody?
So who is in command? Like, there's like a hierarchy?
So on the secondary rigs, we have what's just a driver, like a firefighter, myself, and then a lieutenant. And then on these trucks, there's always a captain he's in charge of the haul and in charge of the majority of the scene. But then this guy in the white hat is our district chief, and he's above all of us. So there is that hierarchy. On 90% of the calls that we go to, the captain on this truck is in charge. But if any sort of fire happens or any bigger call out, they need to have some sort of established command for a while. Generally, one of the chiefs will come and then take over. But 9 times out of the 10, it's just the captain on this truck.
We have to do it in under 60 seconds.
Yeah. So you actually get tests before you get to be a fireman. You have to do all that in less than a minute.
Yeah. And that's on air. Like he has to do everything. He has to be ready to go right into the fire in less than a minute.
So the tanks actually sit in the seat, so you can see the straps on them, so you can get ready while we
Yeah, these live on the chairs. The chairs have a big hole in them. So.
Yeah, so it's like generally we don't have 9 times out of 10 we're never having to get trucks like that to that extent in under a minute. It's when a call comes in, your boots are set up that way. You hop into the boots, put your coat on, and then as you're on the way to the fire, you're putting your everything on and securing and doing a check to make sure like all your skin is covered and everything like that.
What about the driver?
The driver will be pumping. So he'll be the one getting the water and stuff. So generally they're not going into the fire.
They'll usually wear their pants.
Yeah.
Though, just in case, so you don't walk around in anything in a fire.
Where's my hockey jersey? Yeah, I'm gonna call you and then call you. Hey, there you go. Daddy's jersey.
It depends on everything. I don't know what the material, what the actual seconds is for fire retardancy.
No, you know what, not exactly. These masks are designed to withstand what we call flashover. So that's when everything's on fire, when it starts to be on fire, everything is giving off a gas that ignites. That same as your gas, you know how there's the fumes that come off of it? That everything produced does give off a fume of some sort. So let's say a fire starts in a garbage can and it lights your curtains on fire. As that fire grows, the heat starts to grow, and then therefore everything starts to give off more gas, and then all at once it'll explode. And these masks are designed to withstand that. So it's about 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit is what that's for about 10 seconds is what it's going to go to. But if that happens, if Wade's in there for a flashover, is what we call it, that 1,000 degrees, he's still going to be in a world of hurting. It's like withstanding being in an explosion and.
All this stuff will burn.
It will burn eventually.
So it's not fireproof by any means. It's just better than a t-shirt. But
like Wade could wear this gear into a fire at say 600 degrees Fahrenheit or a couple like 400 or 500 degrees Celsius for hours, and you would get warm obviously, but you shouldn't feel any sort of burning. Your ears would go first, just because the flash hoods don't protect quite as well, and because you're higher, your eyes is obviously so you get dirty.
Yep, and guys used to wear nothing on their ears. There never used to be a flash hood. And the way they used to tell it was too hot was if their ears started burning. So.
Covered at 118, I think it is.
Yeah, it's the braking that's the problem, right? It's really heavy with all the water and stuff, so
yeah. Well, and it's because they are so heavy in the winter and stuff as well. It can be very dangerous coming on sharp corners or sudden movements that happen. So, any other questions? No, we have special trucks that are designed.
You want to play with the flashlight, man?
Compressor that draws air from just our surroundings.
Play with it?
So that's what we'll use on a big fire or something.
We're so scared. Okay, maybe later, maybe in a bit.
Yeah, that's correct. We're pretty much the top of the hill going westbound, and then to Mulford Road is all the far east of our schools, and then north and south into COP and the hill and the river south. If it was a fire trucks,
those are tail lights. People behind us can see
correct, yeah. This one is our primary rig, so this goes with every model that is required for, no matter what it is. And this one goes as a water supply, so it carries about 3 times as much water as this, and that's all it's going to be used for, is either supply water or dead water to deliver to this truck.
Yeah. We do have a fire. That's right. Half you guys didn't get to see it. I am not running up the stairs in this stuff.
Well, there are quite a few that do that.
Hey, Darren, you want to go down the poles? Okay.
So when Wade takes off his gear, if we can get everybody to kind of make a half circle around. Do you want to go to the back pole? We'll make a half movement around this pole to watch Darren come down.
Everybody follow Josh.
No coming any closer than this, so that we don't get landed on by Darren. That will hurt. We have stairs inside. This is just so we can come down a lot quicker at nighttime or anything like that. Daytime too, yeah. The funnest part about being a firefighter on a daily basis is riding a pole. There's stairs inside. And this is a pretty short pole. It's only obviously one story. At 2 Station downtown, I think they're the highest, and they go like 4 floors that you can come down. So everybody ready? Is everybody watching? Come get close, guys, to see him come down. Okay, no, yep, stay there, guys. Whoa! That was a good one. He was quiet.
I want to do that too.
No, you're not allowed. Sorry, bud. Just in case you fall.
I never fall.
You never fall.
I saw one of them in the park. I saw one.
That's all right.
I saw one of them in the helicopter park.
In the helicopter park, there's one? Nice.
I saw the airplane park.
Oh, are they different? The helicopter park and the airplane park?
Do you have a place you dry out the hoses?
We do actually want to.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Something to see.
Everybody, we can head this way.
So let's follow Gary and he'll show you where we start our house. So yeah, we're always trying to drill as much as possible and practice new skills and new techniques, going over scenarios of what would happen if, what would you do, making sure everybody knows their role. Our day shifts are 10 hours from 7:30 to 5:30, and then our nights are 14 from 5:30 to 7:30 to 12:30. No, just we're always working.
Alright. This is where we dry the hose. So we'll actually put it on this rope and hook it around, and then we'll lift it up. And we can actually hang it, and it'll hang there and dry it's 24 hours. So we can climb up that ladder when it's time to get some hose, and then you can put it back on the rope and lower it down. So you have to dry all the hose out after every fire.
Yeah. Every hall has to carry what we consider a complement, so that we can have every piece of hose off of this truck used at a fire, but we can come back to the hall and put it all right back on. The only thing we don't have is what we call our supply hose, which is 5 inches round. We don't carry enough of that just because it's so expensive and it's used kind of the least amount that you use all of it. So that's correct. The stuff that comes out of the hydrant.
Yeah, you eat those with hammers. Hit the bag inside. Maybe not. Yes.
So the one that connects the hydrant is the TV.
It's in 30-meter lengths.
Oh,
What happens is,
Yeah, so we carry
sometimes
in
we have to break a door
In Calgary, kind of our protocols is there has to be no more than 300 meters between fire hydrants. So that's why you don't see them on a call, like on a cul-de-sac corner and stuff, but it can't be more than 300 meters until there's one. And we carry 300 meters of 5-inch hose that we can go between fire hydrants if need be. But of the small 44 mil hose, that's in 60-meter lengths, so that we can more or less in every house get from the truck. The goal is to get from the truck to the second floor if we need to kind of get anywhere. 60 meters is a rough amount that it takes to get to the second floor.
There goes up, down, up, down.
We have your fire hydrants, yeah. Is it inside in the stairwell? Is there piping for
Yeah.
Have you seen that? Because a lot of, if it's over 4 stories, I believe it is, 4 or 5 stories, it needs to have in the stairwell we call a standpipe, where that we can pump into that from outside. So we'll pump into the building, and then that'll supply water to whatever floor. And then like in a lot of malls or whatever, they have those compartments with fire hoses in there. That's fed off of a standpipe that we can help assist if need be, or if we need to, we can tie in some lines and wire our lines out. Because exactly for downtown, you know, we don't have enough hose to reach to the top if we had to go each floor. But what we're able to do is we have those in packages already that we'll put on our tanks, go to whatever form we need to, and then connect it with a standpipe, and then that should be enough to supplement to get to the fire.
The road? Oh, the road is probably hanger hoses.
You know, we know what the basics of what a lot of stuff is. We have jack and all trades, not something nuts. A lot of things, a lot of troubleshooting, and just how our stuff works with our capabilities in order to solve the problem.
A lot of fire hoses are getting away from those towers.
Yeah, you never have two different towers. Even this morning, for example, we had a fire in London. So that's when the city will now they're actually here on our radio. And we were talking, saying, oh, I would have that. It's like this big gas. What did you do? And that's what a lot of our job is trial and error. 90% of it.
This is where a lot of the truck right here in the middle, that's our special events truck. So last year that thing went down the Stampede, and they just parked down by the medics, and they're just there to help people with if someone's thirsty, they're dehydrated, we can give them water. We're basically just there to do emergency. Kind of like police, but not police. You know what I mean? Training was 3 months, and that was after trying to get on 2 years. So it's a long time. Tests, and then
Hi, Daddy.
physical. And if you get through all that, you get to go to training. 3 months of training, which is in the Northeast. Forget the address, but it's in the Northeast, and there's a whole huge complex out there. Yeah, there's a big burn tower. It's a pretend 3-story structure, and they'll put dummies and stuff in there and fill it with smoke. You have to find your way through and search every room, do all that stuff. It's fun. It's sort of fun. It's kind of awful sometimes.
Alright, wait, let's get them all involved.
Okay.
Thank you.
Just for sweeping up, just for cleaning up around here. Okay, everybody, we're gonna get to our safe spot. Does everyone remember where that is?
Safe spot, remember?
Where's the safe spot?
In front of the white car.
Excellent. Let's go.
I needed that this past year at probably 52 or 53. So it's all about what we want to do and how we want to do that.
The car is really
Just your room. Your room all I've got it for.
Somebody press this button.
Hello. Well, at least you start warning us.
Nobody press this.
More or less.
Alright, thank you guys for coming by today.
Thank you.
Any last questions?
That was so thirsty.
Alright, you guys learned something a little bit maybe?
Any more questions, you guys? Or that, no? Okay. We've got some coloring books for you guys to take home.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This one? The bar one? There's no one standing around us.
The door?
Yeah. Excuse me.
Oh, it's just an antenna.
Oh, sorry, that's smart. Josh said something. Yeah, wasn't it? Alright. I know I'm in difficulty.
You're welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Bye, guys.
Thank you. Bye, guys. See everybody. Bye-bye. Thanks. Bye, guys. Yep. See you later. See you later. That was really cool. See you later.